Good evening. Once again, we are gathering here at this time to practice meditation and how to develop and get progress in the meditation. So as usual, just checking that you are sitting in a comfortable position, free from major distractions. You have a motivation to practice meditation. So with this, we are practicing today. In the practice of a meditation, sometimes people ask me that what are the benefit of it, and in very simple term, practice of a meditation helps us to short out our thoughts that bombarded by so many distractions and so many thoughts. We will be able to short out. It's like having a very good assistant by you who will be shorting out all the mails coming through the door. So ability to filing that which one is most important and which one is not. So that's why practice of a meditation is a way to be mindful of what's going on and what's happening, particularly in our minds. And this again I always reflect by looking at our own room or own house. When we are placing all the materials all around, whether the books or clothes or other items lying on the floor, we feel so agitated and so much unmanaged. It's like a clutters all around. And our mind is something like that too if we haven't practiced meditation. So we are bombarded with so many thoughts and so many desires, so many wants, so many dislikes and likes, wanting to do this and didn't want to have that, and even engagement with the television and expectation from the weather and expectation from the people around, so much. And our mind is disturbed, and we don't have this energy, this power to keep ourselves safe, keep ourselves sharp and positive. So it's like when we clean our room and setting up all the items proper way and proper place, and you have a good space at home and at your room, you feel more lighter, you feel more open, you feel more clean. Similarly, practice of a meditation is like that, shorting out all these different stories that is bombarded in our minds. So that's why practice of a mindfulness meditation is to know that what's going on when it is taking place, while it is happening in your minds and brains, and what you are saying, what you are thinking, what you are doing. So that's why Thich Nhat Hanh, one of very famous Zen master, wrote saying that when you are washing a plate, just wash a plate. Do not have any other thoughts. But I normally extend from that simple saying to cleaning the rooms and cleaning the center, even though not cleaning a sink after use, and cleaning baths after used, wiping the waters, and like that. I take it as a cleaning my clutters or kilesas in my mind, There is a, when we are not doing it, there is a laziness. There is, oh, it's not worth it. I don't have to do it. I can do it later. And those things are basically kind of a Mara, it's obstructions, obstructing us, or sometimes it is projecting our ego too, and lazy too. So any animals wastes, we can use it for any plants, and then with that, that plants become more prosperous. Whereas if we are wasting ourselves in as the influence from the Mara, then there is nothing we can attain or achieve. So, with this in mind, whenever you are at your home or at your place, making sure the cleaning is a part of your cleaning of your own kilesas, the taint that is in your mind, and with this, it gradually extends to the cleaning of your hearts and minds. So this is just as a background for tonight's practice. Yeah? So take it and improve on this, and be mindful of every action that you perform, and try to make it sure that everything is cleaning outside is basically channeling to the external cleaning. So with this in mind, let's practice sitting in comfortable position, in a relaxed and upright position, but do not strain on your back. Just in a relaxed position, and spend a few moments on the breath. And be here and now in the present moment. So it is also known as a present moment awareness. Awareness of the moment here and now, what's happening. And you will see or notice there is some form of sensations are taking place in your body, along with the breath coming in and going out. Arising, falling. Whether the incoming of breath and arising, falling, these are simply a form, the material or the form that functions with the help of the breath incoming and outgoing. And such functioning character we experience or able to observe and note because there is a sensation taking place. So without the sensations, we would not be able to experience this form. It's called rupa. And we experience the calmness, heaviness, lightness, so this is known as feeling, or sensations. So be mindful of that. And having a perception of the breath, perception of rising, falling, perception of a feeling, and that is again another mental state. It's known as perception. So you are able to perceive whether the rising, falling, or incoming and outgoing breath, or simply the body, because there is a feeling and you perceive it, able to identify what it is. And when we are able to identify, normally, because of the greed, hatred, and ignorance of our own mental state about this identification, we tend to proliferate or manifest from that to something else, or sankharas. And then there is a conscious awareness or consciousness is there to be mindful or to be aware, to understand. And this whole process, we perceive it as permanent, perceive it as the entity that belongs to us, and unable to let go, we hold on to that. So practice of a meditation is to understand this aggregates through this primary object. And everything that we perceive, everything that we note, are simply arises for the moment and vanishes away. But obviously, if your mind is distracted, restless, simply bring your attention to observe this entire body sitting in a relaxed position. So continue practicing with this in mind, diligently, continuously. Incoming breath and outgoing breath, rising, falling, and whatever comes, just let it be. Simply by noting